Okay, let's look at the telemetry from the second flight of 328, where I was testing the fence, the geo-Fence. I set up a imaginary fence 20 feet tall and 100 feet across, I believe, maybe 100 meters. We measure that as the next few come up. So
Mode
let's load
changed to
that
RDL.
telemetry log. And let's watch her run.
Heading to waypoint home, altitude is 2, ground speed is 1. Mode changed to stabilize.
The right-hand column at the bottom, the green, is the altitude. The one above it's amps draw on the motor. That's the orange. Green's the altitude. To the left of green, the
Heading to
15
waypoint
is how
home,
many seconds
altitude is 2, ground
motor's
speed is
actually
0.
been on. Here they are. You can see the amps go up to 20 something. And I hover a little here below 20. And then I just say, well, let's break 20 and see what happens.
Mode changed to RDL.
Up in this part, you can see where the
Heading to
altitude going
waypoint
up
home,
causes this blue
altitude
just
is
to
23,
peg out.
ground speed is 1.
And then it comes home and lands. Altitude coming down. And then the current will fall as the timer in seconds stops, disarmed. One time, altitude will drift around.
Mode changed to stabilize. Heading to waypoint home, altitude is -1, ground speed is 0.
This one, I believe I was going to try to stay underneath 20 feet. Head to the south. Yep, there I go. Heading
Mode
to the
changed
south.
to
I
RDL.
broke 20 feet. And the fence. Fail safe. Return to launch. Was invoked.
Heading to waypoint home, altitude is 22, ground speed is 9.
Probably should have set it for 30, 40 feet at this point. Then tested the perimeters. And she comes in for an auto landing. The current goes to 0.
Crash,
And
disarming,
on the left start.
crash,
Oops,
disarming.
crash.
Heading to waypoint home, altitude is 4, ground speed is 0. Mode changed to stabilize.
So let's go again. Current coming up. Try to stay below 20 feet and head south, southeast, whatever. Here we go.
Heading to waypoint home, altitude is -2, ground speed is 27. Mode changed to RDL.
Really
Fence breach.
slung the copter up. Of course, it turned around and fell over right there. But that was a breach of the perimeter. So I carried it over a little bit and started again, because wherever
Heading
the
to waypoint
quad
home,
is armed,
altitude is
that's
7,
the area
ground
that
speed
becomes
is 2.
home and home altitude. And going north under 20 feet should also breach the perimeter. So we go north, staying underneath 20.
Heading to waypoint home, altitude is 13, ground speed is 4.
Oops.
Mode changed to RDL.
Hit 20.
Fence breach.
Breached on the altitude limit of the geo. Starts to say geo-Fence, but I'm actually in a geo tank. It's round and it's a certain height. 20 feet's going to have to become higher.
Heading to waypoint home. Altitude
Okay,
is
one
1.
more.
Ground speed is 0. Mode changed to stabilize.
Still trying to keep it under 20. We got one good one that was a perimeter breach for sure. Next time I go back and test
Mode
this
changed
out,
to altitude.
set the altitude breach much higher while I test it.
Heading to waypoint home. Altitude is 16. Ground speed is 1. Mode changed to loiter.
When it touches the first fence,
Mode changed to drift.
or the altitude, it's supposed to return to launch, land, unless I intervene. If it breaches the
Mode
first
changed
fence
to
and somehow
RDL.
gets through it, 20 feet later
Mode
there's a
changed to
second
drift.
fence, and it's just a land.
Heading to
Right
waypoint
there.
home. Altitude is 21.
Really,
Ground
it's
speed
gonna be
is
bummer
3.
if there's
Mode changed to RDL.
trees below and stuff, but
Mode changed to stabilize. Mode changed
so
to RDL.
this was playing around with the
Mode changed to
geo-fencing, they call
stabilize.
it.
Crash.
Actually
Disheartening.
set a minimum altitude, a maximum altitude, and a diameter, and let somebody fly. They can't